It's time to welcome the Wine Ladies with Georgia and Suzanne. An entertaining hour topped up with great ideas about wine, where to dine, anything and everything to do with the vine. Great conversation, lots of laughter, guests from all walks of life, food and wine, music, art, sports, and much more, all on the Wine Ladies.
Hi everybody, it's us, the Wine Ladies.
I'm Georgia.
And I'm Suzanne, and welcome to the Wine Ladies, one sip at a time. We're live here today in studio.
And of course to all of our friends and fans on Facebook, Twitter, and thewineladies.com. Thank you for sending in all your questions and your comments and following us on all of the antics that we are constantly getting up to, Suzanne.
Absolutely, and we're in for a fantastic treat today. You know what, we are going to be changing a little bit the direction of the show today. It's not all about the vine, but an interesting spirit. We attended a fantastic tasting seminar earlier today, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Absolutely, but Suzanne, before we do that, let's raise our glasses in our traditional toast to the show, to having a great show, and to our wonderful guest. Cheers. Cheers. And what we have in our glasses, we have a beautiful Chardonnay 2009 from Meyer Family Vineyards. It is from the McLean Creek Road Vineyard, only 1.2 hectares, unbelievable Chardonnay. It's got a little bit of minerality, tropical fruits in it, and absolutely elegant. So Meyer Family Vineyards, if you'd like to check them out.
All right, so on with today's show. As I mentioned earlier, it's not going to be about the vine, but it's going to be about rum. And we enjoyed a fantastic tasting seminar earlier today, and the rum that we're going to be talking about today is Mount Gay rum, which in fact is the oldest rum producing distillery in the world. So joining us today we have Chesterfield Brown, who is the ambassador to Mount Gay rum. So let's welcome Chester to the show.
Hey Chester, good to see you again.
Yes.
What's it been, a couple of hours since we were all together?
Yes, that's true. That's true. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's our pleasure to have you. That was a great tasting and seminar that you put on for us here today, earlier.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you know what? There's so much more to rum than all of us thought. It's actually a very complex cocktail.
Well, you know, it's funny because a lot of people have had rum while they were at college or when they were young and went to a friend's party and they had something in a bottle which was labeled rum, which in my opinion should have never ever been labeled rum at all.
Okay.
And then what happened, it made them feel really awful, and then they decided, you know what, I'm done with rum, and they move on to other stuff, never giving rum the opportunity or giving themselves the opportunity to understand that there's fine rum on the market. There's super premium rums. And this is what Mount Gay rum is all about. It's all about super premium products.
But it was established back in 1703, seriously?
Well, earlier than that, really. Planters had settled on the estate in Barbados, which is Mount Gay rum today, as early as 1650.
1650.
Putting stills in place as early as 1667. So, although we know that rum was being produced on the estate as early as 1667, those guys creating that product back then never thought that they were creating history. So, there's no written document to say rum was being produced as early as 1667. The only legal deed which was found in the archives dates us back to the 20th of February, 1703.
That's a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Still making us the oldest rum distillery in the world. And we as Barbadians are very, very proud to be the oldest rum distillery in the world. And at Mount Gay Rum Distillery, we are even more proud to say that we are the rum that invented rum and probably taught most of the others how good rum should be made. Yeah.
Now, besides it being the oldest rum in the world, what makes Mount Gay rum so special? Besides that it's so old.
Besides having Chester as the ambassador.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to buy you dinner tonight. All right. So, well, Barbados is the most eastern island on the island chain. So there's the island chain, and then there's Barbados being the most eastern island away from all the other islands. This is why I like to say it's the gem of the Caribbean.
I have to say, I have actually been to Barbados, and it is a spectacular island.
Yes, it is.
The people are fabulous. It's just a gem. I think that's the perfect way to describe it.
It's amazing.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, because of our geographical location, we're the only island which is built up on a coral limestone. So because of this coral limestone, our water is naturally filtered down through this coral limestone, giving us 85% purity of water from the inception. All the other islands are made up of a volcanic rock.
Okay.
So we focus a lot on the water we use to make Mount Gay rum. We use two different stills. We use the traditional copper pot still and the column still distillate. You will never find an age statement on a bottle of Mount Gay rum because all of our rums are blends between different ages and blends between different stills. We focus a lot on our master blender's craftsmanship. How he's going to take a 2-year-old rum and blend it with a 7-year, put some 4 in there, probably put 40% of a double distillation from the traditional copper pot still, along with 60% of that single distillate from the column still, and then blend them together to make a particular blend. So it's all about the master blender's craftsmanship.
Can you see the passion in this man's heart for rum?
No, not at all.
It's just emanating off the screen here. I love it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you're talking about the stills. Now, the column stills, I mean, those are the ones that a lot of those other rums use, right? Is it the copper pot still that really lends a lot of the character to the rum?
Yes, the copper pot still is one of the main distillates in Mount Gay rum. That's the base and body of Mount Gay rum. So it all depends on how much of that double distillation goes into the particular blend, makes it better, along with higher ages. Yeah.
Okay, and we tasted 2 fabulous rums actually today at the tasting, and I think we're going to sample them again on the show.
You just want to drink them again.
I do. Okay. Busted.
All right.
Tell us about what you brought.
So this is Mount Gay Extra Old Rum. And Mount Gay Extra Old Rum is a blend of rums between the ages of 8 and 15 years old. It is a super premium rum as well. You're tasting 2 of the finest we have.
Okay.
So I'll pour you a little.
And you're saying that Mount Gay rum doesn't do anything that's spiced?
No.
No spiced rum. Why is that?
Well, we really honestly believe in doing true rums. And the rum market is really, really in demand right now. People are just enjoying rums right now. Rums will be the next best thing. See, where rums are right now is where single malts were about 28 years ago. Everybody was getting excited about them and talking about them and realizing that there's difference between different whiskeys. And that's exactly where rum is right now, where everybody's getting excited about rum and they're doing all kinds of stuff to grab a nice super premium rum.
There he goes again.
Rum's all the rage. That's for sure.
So would vodka be the #1 spirit? Does anyone know in terms of sales around the world, and then rum #2, or does anyone know, or do you know what the...
I don't know, but I can tell you if we're talking about sales, we're talking 2 different things, because I'm talking about quality right now instead of sales. Because, because you buy a product, because you buy a product, or the product is being sold and is selling 19 million cases, doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best.
So it's all about quality and not quantity. It's all about quality,
because if you really think about how many Rolls Royce are sold versus
I have a few in my driveway.
Well, I only have, we only have 5. We only have 5 at Mount Gay.
We
only have 5. We have Eclipse Silver, Eclipse Black, Extra Old, and 1703. That's our 5 Rolls Royce.
Those are your Rolls Royces. I like it. All right, you know what? We're going to go to a quick break. You're watching the Wine Ladies here at One Sip at a Time. In studio, Chester Brown, who is the ambassador for Mount Gay Rum, and we're going to learn a lot more about that. And I think we're going to enjoy a little bit about this now.
Absolutely.
All right,
I'm not waiting.
Hey, Georgia. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome to Girls' Night Out. Did you remember the wine?
Of course. After all, we're the Wine Ladies.
We're in the kitchen. So what wine did you bring?
Well, for our Girls' Night Out, we brought Girls' Night Out. I brought the Chardonnay. I brought the Merlot.
Well, my guy bought me this.
Too funny. The Rosé. Well, let the party begin.
Girls' Night Out wines. Hugely popular VQA wines best enjoyed with friends. Available at the LCBO and other fine retail locations. For more information, go to girlsnightoutwines.com.
Hey, Suzanne, it's the only machine that I need. I know, it's a great workout in just a fraction of the time. It made me get excited about workouts again.
T-Zone Vibration is making people sit up and take notice. Employing the newest technology and fitness equipment, T-Zone Vibration gives you an hour workout in just 10 minutes.
Try it. Believe it. You'll want to bring one home. T-Zone Vibration.
Call 905-483-8676. T-Zone Vibration, 905-483-8676. InBeauty Med Spa is constantly researching the latest innovations from around the world and bringing them home to you. It's a wonderful meeting of Eastern philosophies of skin and body care with exciting and innovative Western technology. All the InBeauty Med Spa health and wellness programs are medically supervised. A physician and dietitian are also available for client consultations. InBeauty Med Spa. Inspire the nature of beauty. Visit inbeautyspa.com.
Yeah, man, today is all about Barbados. What do you think of that?
That's too Jamaican.
Oh,
That's
Jamaican.
I tried my best.
I know.
Okay,
Not acceptable at all.
yeah, man, is that better?
No.
Oh, goodness.
That's Jamaican.
All right, back to the show.
Do it.
All right, in studio this afternoon, Chester Brown from Mount Gay Rum, the ambassador. The ambassador is with us here today, and he's just poured us a little bit of liquid gold here, which we're going to enjoy. It is the Mount Gay Extra Old Rum.
Mount Gay Extra Old.
Okay, so tell us all about it.
Okay, so it's a blend between 8 and 15 years old with a nice high percentage of double distillation from the traditional copper pot still.
Okay.
When you take it up and you pass it in front of your nose, you definitely will find there is a lot of almond nut. It's very smoky. A lot of chocolate.
I love the chocolate.
Yeah. There's also coffee bean. All those nice aromas come through in the rum.
And you were
Kind of
saying
woodsy too, in a way. A little bit of a wood kind of thing. I don't know.
It's woody, yes. The
woody
oak
kind
you're
of
getting.
like.
That's the oak you're getting from it.
Oh, is it the oak? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted him to explain. He talked about at the seminar the four major taste
The four distinct aromas.
And what do
in
they
the
all
rum.
come from? The bananas come from what part of the?
Okay, so you get the banana, that nice banana note coming from the traditional copper pot still. Anything distilled in copper, get a nice ripe banana note coming through. Then you got the almond nut, which comes from long aged in Kentucky oak. You have the mocha, which is that chocolate kind of toffee note, and that's because we use a second-hand bourbon barrel, so we pick up that chocolate note from there.
Okay.
And then we have the vanilla, because the American white oak is full of vanilla, full of vanilla.
How long do the barrels last?
Well, for us, a barrel could last maybe 2 or maybe 3 times, maybe. How that works is if we put a barrel down to age for 5 years, after that barrel is opened, then our master blender tests the product, and the product has been in the barrel for 5 years, but have the maturity of a 15-year-old, because we have something called tropical aging, which pretty much means that a product being aged in the Caribbean in a warmer climate matures 3 times as fast as a product being aged in a colder climate.
Now that doesn't apply to people.
Yeah, I was just
I don't
wondering
want to live there.
No.
If I'm going to age in the tropics like
Yeah,
that,
skin,
I don't want
no
to be any
wrinkles
part
on
of
the
that.
skin.
Mature, not age.
Oh, mature. Okay, well, so long as that only applies to the brain.
Maybe you should go there, George.
It is still only
Little bit of
5
maturity
years,
is needed.
but it matures a lot faster.
All right.
Yeah,
I like
cool.
the sound of that. Okay.
Yeah, like me.
Like yourself.
Yes, of course, of course. All right.
All right. So the tropical maturation.
Yeah, we call it tropical aging.
Okay.
Yeah, we also lose 3% more.
Because of
Is that
the
the angel
age.
share?
The
The
angel
angel
share.
share, is that
Angel
what they
share.
call it, Suzanne?
So we have a lot more angels around our place.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm beginning to like the sound of this place more and more.
Trust me.
I want to hear about how rum is made with the sugar cane and with the distilling. I think
Okay.
that would be a great thing to talk about.
Well, I can take you through that quickly. Well, it starts with our sugarcane. Sugarcane are harvested in Barbados between the months of February and July. And after sugarcane has been harvested, it's quite important that we get it to the sugarcane factory. And it's taken there where it is judged, it is weighed, and then it's taken to a conveyor belt that takes it up to 5 knives that chops the canes up. Further taking it to 3 different mills. As these mills grind the sugar cane and extract the juice, we have the fibers, which remains. The fibers are not wasted at all because those fibers are then used to refuel the engines in the sugarcane factory. We have big steam engines, so we burn that fiber. Yes, it is.
Fantastic.
Nothing is wasted.
That's great. I like that.
So we burn that fiber, and I also use to make fertilizer as well. We're going to get the juice and we're going to boil it in huge boilers for very, very high temperatures. And as we boil it, it begins to reduce. And as it reduces, we have sugar crystals and molasses. The reduction of that juice is molasses. They're all in the boiler together. So we then going to take that, place it into a machine called a centrifuge where it's spun rapidly, separating the sugars from the molasses. And we are interested in the molasses at Mount Gay Rum. We're not interested in the juice or the sugar. We're interested in the molasses. Now, rum can be made from either sugarcane juices, which is called rum agricole, and that's pretty much done in the French islands of Martinique and Guadeloupe. You also find some being done in Haiti as well. Trinidad just did one as well from sugarcane juice. And there's a few other places that would do a rum from the sugarcane juice.
Can I ask you? Can I interject for just a second?
Yes.
Would that be a reason why? Because you're stopping part of the process at that point. Would those rums be a little bit less expensive, other than with yourselves like waiting for the molasses and using the molasses, or there's nothing to do with that?
No.
Connection.
It's just a different style of making rum. That's just the French style of making rum.
I see. Okay.
All right. We make rum the original way.
They're the oldest rum. Remember that.
That is from molasses.
Okay, they got the oldest recipe. I get it.
So our molasses is then transported to Mount Gay Refinery. We're going to take that molasses and we're going to ferment it. We're fermented in oak fats, which is a real nice way of doing it. Add a lot of character to the product. We're going to use a yeast, a standardized yeast grown in Holland especially for us. This yeast is added into the wash and start to ferment. So this is the first stage of Mount Gay rum, the fermentation process. It's going to ferment for about just over 3 days, and after that fermentation process, we're going to have a wash or dead wash.
Well, the yeast has to.
Yeah, the yeast is dead because what they did, the yeast go. What happened with the yeast? The yeast go in, they eat the sugars, and as they eat the sugars, they produce alcohol.
Drown in the alcohol.
Oh, well, they enjoy themselves first, though.
Yeah, I think you said that's when their party ends. Yeah. But you said if I was one of those yeast, I'd jump to the next vat.
Yes, not a lot of...
Party in Barbados. Let's go.
All right. So then we have, we're going to take that wash to 2 stills. We use the traditional copper pot still and the column still as well. So we're going to get a distillate coming off from the column still. The first column still, there's a continuous distillation at about 94% alcohol. We have our first distillate coming off of the traditional copper pot still at about 55% alcohol. Okay. We take that 55% alcohol and we place it into another traditional copper pot still and redistill it again. Bring it off at 86% alcohol.
How long is that whole process? Like, is it like days or is it weeks?
Well,
how long
for
does that take?
we're distilling pretty much at least 10 months a year.
But from the start to the end, once the sugar cane is brought into the distillery to when it gets put into the barrels, like how long does that take?
Once the sugar cane has been taken to the sugar cane refinery, well, that's days. It takes quite a while because you have to wait for your molasses, and then the molasses has to be fermented.
So it's months for...
Yeah.
Okay.
So the whole process you're thinking.
Yeah, the whole process.
From A to Z kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the sugar cane field to here.
And I had another question. This might be a silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Like when you're making wine, you get the grapes from the different vineyards. And it makes a difference in terms of what your wine tastes like. What about the sugar cane? If it's different sugar cane and different plantations, does that make a difference to or not really?
Because we're using molasses, which is a byproduct of the sugar cane process. All right, so there's basically 2 types of molasses, which is distiller's molasses and feed molasses. We're looking for molasses which has a higher sugar content inside of it, and that's pretty much what we're looking for.
Well, enough talking. Let's get to tasting.
Yeah.
Okay, and after we taste, I want to talk about that crop over thing that happens in July or August.
You mean the crop over party?
The party, yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
And I got to work on my Bayesian accent. How should I say it?
I'll teach you, don't worry.
Okay, teach me. All right, should we go to a break?
Yes, let's do
that. All
that.
right, we'll go to a break.
A break and a sip.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Georgia. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome to Girls Night Out. Did you remember the wine?
Of course, after all, we're the wine ladies.
We're in the kitchen, so what wine did you bring?
Well, for our girls' night out, we brought Girls' Night Out. I brought the Chardonnay. I brought the Merlot.
Well, my guy bought me this.
Too funny, the Rosé. Well, let the party begin.
Girls Night Out Wines. Hugely popular VQA wines best enjoyed with friends. Available at the LCBO and other fine retail locations. For more information, go to girlsnightoutwines.com.
Hey, Suzanne, it's the only machine that I need. I know, it's a great workout in just a fraction of the time. It made me get excited about workouts again.
T-Zone Vibration is making people sit up and take notice. Employing the newest technology and fitness equipment, T-Zone Vibration gives you an hour workout in just 10 minutes.
Try it. Believe it. You'll want to bring one home. T-Zone Vibration.
Call 905-483-8676. T-Zone Vibration, 905-483-8676. InBeauty Med Spa is constantly researching the latest innovations from around the world and bringing them home to you. It's a wonderful meeting of Eastern philosophies of skin and body care with exciting and innovative Western technology. All the InBeauty Med Spa health and wellness programs are medically supervised. A physician and dietitian are also available for client consultations. InBeauty Med Spa. Inspire the nature of beauty. Visit inbeautyspa.com.
All right, Chester, you've been trying to teach me how to say the proper greeting in Barbados, and I'm not doing well. Okay, take it away.
What going on?
What's going on?
Nah, that's too Jamaican.
Oh, my goodness. You try
You got to
it.
make it really simple, like
Yeah.
what's going on?
There you go. That's a lot better.
Come on, she got it out of one time straight out.
What going on, my friend, man? Everything all right?
Goodness.
That's
Oh,
Bajan
you're going to
dialect
drive
for
me
you.
to
You know
drink,
what? Why
I
don't
tell
you
you.
just have a drink? Why don't you just have a drink, Suzanne?
It is delicious,
It is
absolutely.
absolutely delicious. It is for sure. And now I know that you brought the other one, the 1703.
Yes.
So, which is even more of a premium. So maybe you can pour us a little bit about that, and we can talk about that one as well.
All right, I'll think about it.
Okay.
He's going to think about it.
All right, all
Be
right.
careful when you say tink. You might be saying it the wrong way.
Mountgay 1703. Mountgay 1703 is a blend of rums between the ages of 10 and 30 years old.
Wow.
And you were saying this is around about $100 a bottle, is that what you-
125
125
Yeah.
here in Canada.
here in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and in the States, because we have a lot of viewers in the States as well, what, 80, 90
In
bucks
no,
probably?
in the States, it would be around the same thing. now.
Okay, that's true. It's
yeah, because the dollars
the
are
dollar's
almost at par
similar.
now.
Yes.
They're
That's
catching up, yeah. And the States, they're a huge market. They're like, aren't they 75% or something?
Yes.
Of your export goes to the States?
Exactly.
But we're
They're
growing.
getting all the good stuff.
Oh, no, you have some of the good stuff here, too. You just have to drink some more here.
Yeah,
All right, we'll
but we're
work on
catching
that.
up, right?
You
We're
are.
catching
You
up,
are.
yeah.
You actually. You have definitely. The Canadian market is definitely into a lot more super premium rums, and that's fantastic.
Well,
I
you
mean,
must
I'm
be doing
excited.
a great job, Chester.
Oh, thank you.
Who travels around the world? What did you say? 70% of your
70%.
time you're traveling around the globe.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
For you.
Thank you, my dear.
I have to say, one of
Cheers.
the, when I went to Barbados, one of the things that I remarked about, I was there in January, I think it was, and what I really remember was the poinsettias. The poinsettia bushes that were, it's like here in Canada, you get a poinsettia flower, you know, a little plant.
Yeah.
But they're huge bushes and just stunning, just stunning.
Well, just think about it this way. We have lovely poinsettias
Yes.
in Barbados. And we have also a tree called Snow on the Mountain, which all the leaves are green all year round, and just around December, all of the leaves turn white.
Really?
Yeah.
wow.
Well, that's the
Sounds
only
beautiful.
snow that
That's
we
your
will have.
snow.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So we have
Yeah.
lovely snow.
No shoveling.
Yeah, and years ago, we had a lot of great things as it relates to Barbados and Christmas, but it's like kindly drifting away. I remember the years when my grandmother would have us going to the beach and bringing home sea sand. And late at night, you're looking out to see who is putting up their curtains first and who's going to come out and sprinkle the sand in front of the house because you want a white Christmas. So remember, so we get the white sand and you sprinkle the sand all in front of the house. And then you wake up in the morning, there's a white Christmas.
Now, I know one thing that you guys have not given up with around Christmas time, and that's your Christmas cake.
No,
that
of
you
course
yourself,
not.
you know, you insist on you and your lady
yes.
making that Christmas cake.
We have to.
Right? Are you going to tell us about that story?
No, Christmas cake is made. Every Barbadian would make a nice Christmas cake. Again, that's also drifted. A lot of people are buying cakes now, but there's still a lot of people who make their own Christmas cake. And Christmas cakes in Barbados are made from prunes and raisins and mixed peels and cherries, and they're all ground with a hand grinder. And then obviously, lots of Mount Gay rum poured in there, and you start making this cake from about June. Everybody calls it setting up their Christmas cake. So you have to set it up and put it in a big container, and every time you look at it, like twice a month, you're looking to see when all the rum that you've put in it before is beginning to dry, well, not dry out, but it's being absorbed by the fruit. And then you're going to get some more rum and you pour in there again. And next
do you leave it in
2
the
weeks,
fridge or where
you don't have to put it in the fridge because
it's just on the counter?
Preserved by the alcohol.
The alcohol has it, yeah, of course. And you pour some more rum in there, and you pour some more rum in there. And then at Christmas, the kids love it.
And how are the kids feeling after they've had their piece of Christmas cake?
They're feeling like it's Christmas.
Mighty fine.
All right, so let's try the 1703
here.
here.
That's that one there. You go ahead, Suzanne. You go first.
That one is excellent. You're going to get that nice new leather notes coming through in there. Remember, it's a blend between 10 and 30 years old, so you're getting a lot of prunes and raisins and all that. I always say that it reminds me of my grandmother's Christmas cake because God bless her, she makes the best Christmas cake in Barbados. And she obviously uses Mount Gay rum. So,
I wonder why.
It is excellent.
I remembered, I mean, like we said, we just tried it a couple of hours ago. And I remember, too, it was breathtaking just in the aroma. Like, seriously, like you don't even have to drink it. It's really, really beautiful just in the
And you would suggest enjoying this in like a brandy snifter.
Yeah, a brandy
snifter would be the best.
A brandy snifter is perfect for it because the brandy snifter obviously is going to be bigger. It's going to hold the bouquet a lot better, and then it's going to release it onto your nose, and it's going to have the great bouquet. So while you're enjoying it sipping it and still getting a nice bouquet. For some people who don't like to drink spirits on their own, I suggest putting a nice big chunk of ice in there. Not those small little ice cubes at all. Not those those little
you don't like that.
No, those little ice cubes. What they happen because that they're so flimsy. What happens when you put them in there? The alcohol, they can't stand up to the alcohol, and they release all the water quickly. What you have a nice big ice ball in there, and you put that inside, it can stand up to the alcohol, and it releases the water very, very slowly. So every time you go up, you're getting a different texture, you're getting a different feeling. It's a fantastic experience.
It's
Georgia,
like
give
the
this
evolution
a try.
of the rum, right?
And I want to ask Chester a little bit about cuisine. What would be something that you would eat while enjoying Mount Gay rum? What would be a perfect food pairing?
Well, food pairings could with rum. I like to pair rum and food and rum cocktails together. Food pairing rums with certain foods can be very tricky, and could also make people believe that they're not enjoying the rum when the pairing is not really together. So for me, anything that is like fish or seafood, chicken is done really nice with a cocktail made from Mount Gay Eclipse Silver with citruses. That is very, very nice.
Okay.
All right.
So citrus in the cocktails, you mean?
Yes,
okay, like the lime and the lemon that we had today.
Fish.
Correct.
Nice fish to go with that.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. If I'm making a cocktail to go with beef, I would use Mount Gay Extra Old because it's a strong cocktail. It's a very when I say strong, I'm not talking about potent, but I'm talking about in flavors. It has great strong flavors that it really, really goes well with the beef. X1703 or the same Extra Old can go really, really nice paired with a nice dark chocolate.
Oh, that's what I was just going to ask you.
Yes.
Because we're real fans of chocolate too. So, and we actually we were talking about with some folks about some bourbon, the Four Roses bourbon, not too long ago, and we were pairing up some chocolate with the bourbon. I thought that's got to go really well with this, especially the extra old, because that has notes of chocolate in the nose also already.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's probably yummy together.
It is. It is.
All right, so I think maybe we should start with some of these fabulous cocktails.
Okay, cool.
I think you're going to make a mango martini daiquiri. Okay, all right.
So
let's give that a try.
beautiful. Let's start with some lovely mango.
So Chester, you're the ambassador for Mount Gay Rum. You're also the expert mixologist from Barbados. Everybody knows you as the guy from over there, and you've won lots of awards too.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's true. I've won in Barbados. I've won Bartender of the Year many years ago.
Yeah.
I'm the only bartender in Barbados that have ever won Bartender of the Year on 2 different occasions, back to back.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. I've also won. Rum Ambassador of the Year 2010, and that's international, the whole world.
Oh wow.
So that was quite an honor.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How do you win that? Like, what do you have to come up with a special cocktail?
Oh no, that's
invention,
nothing
or
to do with
just have to
cocktail.
be
That is
charming, or
oh no, that is it's your knowledge on rum and how you educate people, how many people you've touched in the rum industry over the year.
Well, I definitely enjoyed your seminar this afternoon. It was very interesting. It was colorful and delicious.
Very passionate.
Very passionate.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, wasn't there one of the rums that was? I think the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous chose one of the Mount Gay rums as like the best rum. Wasn't that? Is that right?
That's right.
Which one did they choose?
That was
Got to get me some.
That
One for $100.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Extra roll. Extra roll. Actually, it wasn't 1 for 100. That was extra roll, which is just about $45.
Oh, 45.
Oh,
Okay.
But that's really, really good. All right.
All right.
So I'm going to take a line from off your table.
Okay.
And another thing that Chester was saying earlier, that he likens lemons to ladies and limes to gentlemen. I thought that was rather interesting.
Yeah.
That's my relation.
So you're putting a little bit of lady in there right now.
No, this is the.
Oh, is that the gentleman? That's the
This is
lime going in there. All right.
Limes are very, very, very strong. Have a very strong acidity.
Yes.
So this is why I say it's a male. And then we have lemons, which are a lot softer and more gentle, right? So we're going to use lime in here because it is definitely daiquiri, and we want to get that nice citrus notes coming through with the flavor of the fresh mango. All right?
Okay.
So we can add some sugar in there.
Okay.
And this is a special mix of sugar that I'm using. This is a bit of raw sugar along with some refined sugar as well.
Okay.
You don't want it
It's a
too
secret
sweet.
ingredient.
Yeah. All right. Stir that in there nicely. Now, 1 lime is going to give me just about 1 ounce of juice.
Okay.
And that's what I want in there, all right? So I'm going to muddle that now. And muddling this
Okay.
really is getting all of that juice out of the mango.
So we just got sugar, lime, and mango so far.
That's all it is.
And then we
It
do the
already
1,
looks
2, 3, 4,
delicious.
5, 6, as I recall, of the
Remember?
rum that you put in there.
You remember the important things.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Muddling, huh?
This is not like the TV shows where we have an over here, presto.
Yeah.
And then we're going to use Mount Gay Eclipse rum, which is a blend of rums between the ages of 2 and 7 years old. And this is our mixing rum. This is for your rum and ginger beer, your rum and ginger ale, rum and coke, and your punches. Fantastic with coconut water.
Oh, that sounds
Excellent
delicious.
stuff.
That's really good for you too, that coconut water.
And
And
instead
so
of,
is the rum.
healthy.
yeah, instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yes, okay.
I'm going to actually,
Oh, you're going to measure
I'm gonna
today.
measure.
You're going to measure
It
here,
is a
okay.
television show. We want to show the recipe,
Hence
how it's
no
made,
meaning it?
right?
properly made.
Okay.
All right,
That
so we
already
have our
looks
rum
good.
inside.
All right.
And we have our mango, we have our lime for acidity, and we have our sugar just to balance that acidity. The main thing about a cocktail is having a nice balance. You don't want to have a cocktail too off balance, huh?
Right.
Not at all.
Okay.
So,
and we were talking earlier at your seminar about who is the rum drinker? Is it more female or male? And you said it's a unisex drink.
Yeah,
right?
Of course,
like
yeah.
Good for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course. When I'm finished with this cocktail, you're going to love it. So you may just be drinking this right after that. All right. So we're going to shake this cocktail.
Okay.
Let's see how he shakes it. Do your thing.
Now shaking this cocktail, what I'm actually doing right now, a lot of people see a cocktail being shaken, but they do not really understand what's happening. Again, you're balancing the water, and how long you shake that cocktail is the amount of water you want to go in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's a method to the madness.
Of course.
It's not just to be like a Tom Cruise in that cocktail thing and look sexy.
All right. We break the seal.
Okay.
There we go. We have to get our
fabulous fancy glass.
And one thing we didn't put up here.
Oh, our sliced piece of mango?
Into the sack for.
Into the secret
into the secret bag is this. All right.
Strainer.
Strainer. We're going to double strain it because we do not want to get any of the little mango puffs inside.
Okay.
And here we go.
Now we only got to take a tiny, tiny little sip earlier today. So now, Suzanne,
we get to share that one.
I think we get to, that's exactly where I'm going with that. And Hugh over there, I'm sorry, dear, you may not get that much of this. Sorry, Hugh.
All right.
We're not sharing. It looks lovely.
Now we're going to put a nice garnish on it.
Okay.
We're going to garnish it.
And it's not difficult to make either, so everyone can make that.
Easy, very easy to enjoy at home. We're going to put a nice garnish on it. So what we're going to do, we're going to slice the mango again.
That looks delicious.
Now, Suzanne's son, JD, he is putting himself through school also, and he loves to mix drinks. So I think you should bring this recipe home to JD, and he could
make me a couple.
Yeah, for sure.
Simple.
Very nice. So tell us a little bit about the crop over party that you were mentioning earlier. We have to book our trip to Barbados for next August.
Yes, that's when the crop over happens. Is that right?
Yep.
Crop
First
over
Monday.
In
First
August?
Monday in August.
We have to go do some research.
Now, what's it like there in August? Is it how hot is it there in August? Because I know you guys are pretty way down south there.
Yeah. You know, we're around 80, 83.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad. No. We go up to 90, 91.
That's nothing. We were just hiking in 113 degrees weather in Utah, so you know what? we can take that.
So we have
that looks stunning.
Our mango daiquiri,
beautiful.
especially for you.
Beautiful.
Mount Gay rum.
Thank
of
you.
Course.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. Wow.
Enjoy.
Wow, we will. Do you want to go first?
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Cheers.
That's beautiful. But there are some cocktails that you were saying that are sort of more male-oriented, and some that are more female-oriented, right?
Yes.
So I guess this one would be a little more female-oriented.
Delicious.
Yes.
What would be like a male counterpart?
For that, well, you can make the daiquiri and take the mango out.
Oh, okay.
And have it like just a normal daiquiri, which is, you know, the standard daiquiri, which is just lime, and you wouldn't put a flavor inside. Ladies kind of like the flavors, so we do a little flavors for them. But I always like to do flavors that are natural, like mango.
Love it.
You can also do melon, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of different stuff.
Strawberries?
Yeah. Of course.
Strawberries and rum?
Yeah.
That's great. Really delicious.
Thank you.
Oh, that is yummy. Wow. What are you going to be drinking?
Trust me. After I'm finished here with you, I'm going to have a big one.
That's delish. Wow. That's fantastic.
All right. We're going to go to another break. More to come. Don't go away.
Excellent.
Hey, Georgia. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome to Girls Night Out. Did you remember the wine?
Of course, after all, we're the wine ladies.
We're in the kitchen, so what wine did you bring?
Well, for our girls' night out, we brought Girls' Night Out. I brought the Chardonnay. I brought the Merlot.
Well, my guy bought me this.
Too funny, the Rosé. Well, let the party begin.
Girls Night Out Wines. Hugely popular VQA wines best enjoyed with friends. Available at the LCBO and other fine retail locations. For more information, go to girlsnightoutwines.com.
Hey, Suzanne, it's the only machine that I need. I know, it's a great workout in just a fraction of the time. It made me get excited about workouts again.
T-Zone Vibration is making people sit up and take notice. Employing the newest technology and fitness equipment, T-Zone Vibration gives you an hour workout in just 10 minutes.
Try it. Believe it. You'll want to bring one home. T-Zone Vibration.
Call 905-483-8676. T-Zone Vibration, 905-483-8676. InBeauty Med Spa is constantly researching the latest innovations from around the world and bringing them home to you. It's a wonderful meeting of Eastern philosophies of skin and body care with exciting and innovative Western technology. All the InBeauty Med Spa health and wellness programs are medically supervised. A physician and dietitian are also available for client consultations. InBeauty Med Spa. Inspire the nature of beauty. Visit inbeautyspa.com.
All right, well, this show has just been way, way, way too much fun. It's getting funner and funner by the second. All right, Chester Brown from Mount Gay Rum is here, and not Yaman, but
What are you doing?
How you doing? All is cool.
wrong camera, Suzanne. Okay, there we go.
Over there, over there. Okay, what do we? You know what? What we wanted to talk about was sort of the range of rums. Like we've really only talked about two, and the one we've been using for cocktails.
Excellent.
And you also have another one that's coming out shortly to Canada or to Ontario, anyways. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Cool. All right, so let me talk a little bit first about Silver. Silver is a fantastic white rum. Totally different from a lot of white rums out there. Totally different. Silver has been aged for 2 years, first of all. It has distillates from the traditional copper pot still. And most white rums do not carry distillate from the traditional copper pot still. They're just column still distillates. So it has distillates from the traditional copper pot still, aged for 2 years. And obviously after aging, it's going to pick up some straw color to it. But our master blender wanted the quality from the barrels, but he didn't want to have the product as a straw rum. So he then placed it through a triple charcoal filtration process that took the color back out. So now you have a product which has the...
it's all clear.
It's clear, but it still has the characteristics of a barrel. So you still get all the barrel elements inside of it.
How do people know that, though? Like when they pick up the bottle of the Eclipse, Silver Eclipse, do they know that? Is
Well,
that
By the taste.
There you go.
Oh,
So
okay.
for someone who really don't know
Yeah.
the product, they wouldn't know that.
I see.
And that's my job, to make sure that everybody knows that.
And now they will.
Yes, there you go. So Mount Gay Eclipse Silver is definitely a fantastic rum. You get inside of it, you get on the aroma, you get a lot of citrus notes and a lot of peppermint notes coming through inside, which makes a fantastic silver mojito. Just awesome.
Oh, I would have liked one of those.
What's
I'm
a silver
telling
mojito?
A silver mojito.
Love
A silver
mojitos.
mojito is
What makes it silver? Just the rum or the other stuff you put in it?
Eclipse,
silver.
silver,
Eclipse.
eclipse, silver.
Okay. Everything
So
else is the
good.
same?
So
Yes.
Oh, okay, everything else is the same. Got
Everything
All
it.
right,
the
so
same
the
thing.
silver is
Got
the
it.
first. And
Okay.
okay,
Yes.
so that's the first one.
Yeah.
Then what you have after
Eclipse, we spoke about Eclipse, a blend of rums between the ages of 2 and 7 years old, and given its name Eclipse in 1910 after a total eclipse of the sun. And now that we're talking about giving its name, let me just explain how Mount Gay rum got its name. Because there's a lot of people who see our product and they will go like, oh, gay? As though there's something wrong with gay being in the ball of rum. But Mount Gay rum got its name from its caretaker, whose name was Sir John Gay Aline. The estate was owned by an absentee landowner living in Britain by the name of John Sober, believe it or not.
John Sober.
Sober, that sober guy, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So John Sober chose Sir John Gay Aline to run the estate while he was away. Sir John Gay Aline died in 1801. And John Sober came back to the island to rename the estate in his friend's honor, first calling the estate Mount Aline, After realizing that he couldn't, because there were already a Mount Helene in existence, he had to call it by his middle name, which was Gay. And the Mount came from the little ridge where the estate lies. This is where we get Mount Gay. Okay. So really and truly, not that we have a problem with anyone who's gay or anything, but really and truly, our product, there's nothing gay about Mount Gay rum. And even if they were, we were gay first. We were gay since 1801. All right?
And gay, and you feel happy when you drink Mount Gay. So there you go. It's the same thing. Gay, happy, whatever. Yeah. You're all, exactly. Makes perfect sense.
And what's the next one?
The next one would be Eclipse Black.
Okay.
Eclipse Black is a blend of rums between the ages of 2 and 7 years old.
Okay.
But our master blender was given the task to come up with this rum, which is going to have a lot more spicier notes to it. But we're not a spice rum, you know. We're not that.
Right.
We are just.
You're true blue.
True blue. There you go.
Yeah.
Or true golden.
Right.
So, our master blender, he first took that 2 and 7 years old, which is the same as Eclipse, but instead of leaving the alcohol content at 43, he put it right at the 50% alcohol.
Okay.
And then add a lot more of that double distillation from the traditional copper pot still, which obviously have a lot more character, rum character, and a lot more spices and flavors. So by doing that, he brought a lot more of the spicier notes inside of the product. So here now we have Eclipse Black, which has a lot more spicier notes to it. So if you're taking it on its own, you may even be thinking, wow, it's very spicy, but it is, and fantastic for making cocktails. I like to drink it really and truly with a little bit of Dr. Pepper because that's a little spicy as well.
Oh, whoa!
Yes,
Dr. Pepper.
Believe it or not, good stuff.
A lot of the other rums that are spicy, they get it from all the stuff that people add to it. That's how
they add
it,
stuff.
right?
They add spices to their rum. But we brought out. That's why we're talking about our master blender, Mr. Alan Smith. The man is a genius in his own right.
Yeah.
He didn't have to add spices to get that right spicy. He master blend and brought out the spicier notes out of the
Chester
product.
is just painting this story here today.
Yes. That's what it is.
My heart, I tell you, amazing. You have such passion for this. I love it.
Well, it's true. That's exactly what it is.
You love what you do.
Yeah, I love my rum.
I love that.
Yeah.
I
know.
Okay.
Yeah, all 117 bottles that you have in your rum cellar. Is that what it was that you had?
113.
113.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's more wine than I think we have in our. Well, I'm not really sure about that, but I don't know.
Well, that's
And you have a brand new item coming out too.
That's it.
That's the
Eclipse
one.
Black.
So the
Black.
black.
Okay, that is the one.
That's
Okay,
the
that
one
is
that's
the
going to be
one.
here.
Okay.
That's going to be here next year sometime. So that is something that people should get excited about.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to try it in
Good
Barbados,
stuff.
or you'll have to come back on the Wine Ladies. And
It may be best you come to Barbados.
oh, well, okay, there's an invite. I've been wanting one all afternoon.
It worked. It worked.
All right, so
Sounds
let's try that
wonderful.
last cocktail.
Okay,
because we're going to
beautiful.
have to go soon.
All right,
we
so
want to
we're
make
gonna
sure
do
we
it
do
quickly.
that.
All right.
We're going to do it right here in this mixing glass. And this one is Chester's
Punch.
Special Rum Punch.
Okay.
And we're going to do this with some lime.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab another
the
one.
male citrus fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the male seems to be dominating here today. I don't know.
Well, when I have two beautiful ladies like you, I have to do something
You
to
have
bring
to
up
even
the
it
nails.
out, right,
Of
Chester?
course, I have to do that. All right, so we want just over, for this particular cocktail, we want just over an ounce of lime.
Okay.
So we're going to do
So that's one line pretty well.
my magic tool right here. A gift
You
from...
get a lot of juice out of that.
Yeah, this really works.
Yeah, that's a
does.
good. That's a
Awesome.
good tool. I got to get me one of those.
This is a great tool, and this was a gift from my very, very good friend, Tony Abugadin. If you look on it right here, you see it says Tag Bar. And he's a mixologist, live in Vegas. Very, very good guy. Very great mixologist. And he has a whole line of tools. So you'll see Tag Bar on his tools. And this was a gift when he brought these ones out to his very good friend, Chessie Brown.
Chessie Brown.
All right.
And we're going to be following you on Twitter. And if you want to follow Chester on Twitter, it's @ChesterMGR.
There you go.
Because you just joined Twitter, so we want to get you
lots
of Twitter.
That's yours.
One.
I'm sorry. I'm going to use this. All right, before we do that.
So we got lime in there. We need some kind of sweetener, I guess.
Yep, there you go. Special sugar again.
All right.
I like it. So
and tell us a little bit about those rum
shops.
Rum shops in Barbados.
Awesome places. Awesome places. Now, a rum shop in Barbados, we have great bars. We have like 5-star restaurants and 5-star bars and all that. But we have rum shops, and rum shops definitely is not your typical bar. So in a rum shop, you cannot go in and ask for a rum and coke and expect someone to mix a rum and coke for you. You have to call for your rum by the bottle, and you get a bottle of rum. So we have a 200 ml bottle, which is affectionately known as a mini.
A mini.
A mini. We have a, yes, just for a single guy, 200 mLs. We have a 375 ml, which is affectionately known as a flask, and we have a 750 ml, which is affectionately known as a long neck.
A long neck.
A long neck. So you go into the shop and you call for your rum, and you get your rum, you get a bowl with some ice, you get some cups, and you stand around and you discuss.
And you share.
Yeah, you share. Of course you share. That's what life is about.
Yes. Yeah.
Sharing. Huh?
Don't keep the bottle to yourself. But you share and you make lots of new friends.
Of course not.
Sounds
I
awesome.
can't wait for you to get to Barbados. Let me take you to a few rum shops.
Well, I am planning a Caribbean holiday in January.
Well, you
so
need to
I
come to Barbados.
Yet, so.
You need it to
true.
come.
Wow.
You need to come home.
Come home.
All right. All right.
And don't you dare say mun.
No, I was going to say mun on the bottom.
All right. So we have our lime, which is our citrus. We have our sweet. And we're going to do, again, I am a 2-ounce man all the time. But for my rum punches, I honestly like to do at least 2.5 ounces. But because this is for you, I'm not going to do that ½ ounce. I'm going to leave it at that. But that ½ ounce, I'm going to do it so you see what I'm talking about. I was going to say,
that sounds like a double negative. Because it's you, you're not going to get it. Wait a second.
All right, so it's in there. It's in there, and that's awesome. I love that. All right, and we're going to add a little bit of Angostura bitters in there. Don't get scared to use it and use it. You know?
Wow.
A lot of people think that you could, it's going to be too powerful.
That's the stuff that's good as a digestive too, or am I mixing that up with something else?
Yes, people use it as a digestive.
Okay.
But I just want people to remember that don't be, because when I was a boy, if my tummy hurt me, my grandmother would be saying, come and get some Angostura bitters. And pretty much Angostura has more alcohol in it than rum.
Oh,
so.
Oh, you poor kid.
No,
maybe not.
You happy kid.
Yeah.
All right, so we have that. I'm going to add just 1 touch of grenadine in there, just a touch.
Now, you also make your own grenadine, you said earlier
Of course,
today.
yes.
Of course he does.
Of course, of course.
His own Christmas cake, his own grenadine, his own recipes. You're quite the catch. You've got 5 kids, too, don't you?
Of course, I do. All right, so now we're going to put some nutmeg inside.
Okay.
Lots of nutmeg.
That's a lot of nutmeg there, Chessie.
Yeah, of course. You're going to love it. And we have our nutmeg. There's a nice spice inside. And we're going to get a glass prepared for this one.
Okay. We got a glass somewhere here?
We do.
Yep. Okay.
More ice.
Yep. Oops.
Now, is this the same one that we did this earlier today,
The
Chester?
rum punch, yes, it is.
Yeah, I love that one. I thought it was so delicious because it's the cilantro in it that.
This one doesn't have the. No, not that one. No,
which one had the cilantro then?
That was the last one.
Yeah, that was the virgin honey.
Oh, that was that one. I'm mixing them up.
Honey, yes.
Okay.
It's all right.
Gotcha.
So let's just get this in here.
All right.
There you go.
Perfection.
We're going to make a little garnish here.
Okay.
And we're going to use a fantastic garnish. This garnish was the old Trader Vic's, which is the grandfather cocktails. This was his cartwheel that he used to use in his cocktails. So we're going to just put that in there. Okay. So we got to make a press. There you go. And then we're going to use this as the garnish right here.
Ah, okay.
And last but not least, we're going to just sprinkle a little nutmeg on the top.
Lovely.
Put a little bit there on that line. Give it some garnish. There you go. And we're going to add 2 straws in this one.
One for him and her?
Could be a little.
Sorry, Suzanne. Just kidding.
And here you have Chester's Special Rum Punch.
Whoa, that looks yummy. All
Excellent.
right. Good job. Thank you, Chester.
Enjoy.
Here you go, Suzanne.
Oh, thank you. Why are you being so nice to me today?
You don't know what's coming later. Well, that's been a lot of fun. The other thing that we should mention quickly also is that you guys are really involved with the regatta. You have a relationship with sailing and with the boats and that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, Mount Gay rum is the rum of choice in the sailing community. And that started many, many years ago when sailors were sailing to Barbados, and because of our geographical location and our strong undercurrents, it was quite difficult to sail into Barbados. So sailors sailing back to their respective homes would take a barrel of Mount Gay rum with them as proof that they were in a Barbados.
That they made it.
Yes, they've made it, and they've made it out, and they're home. Most of the time, the barrels didn't get back home with rum in it, but they got back home.
Got home empty.
And yeah, of course.
So they got home a lot faster than getting to where they had to get.
The guys enjoyed the beverage. And so we've kept with that trend, and today we sponsor over 162 sailing regattas around the world.
Wow, congrats. And I want to find myself one of those red caps.
Those red caps are serious
hard to
stuff.
come
I
across.
don't know how you're going to get that. You're either going to sail
we
for it.
know somebody now. He can give us a ticket. All right, Chester, thank you so much. That's absolutely delicious.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on the show today. You were absolutely delightful.
The pleasure was all mine.
And we enjoyed meeting you so much and enjoyed your rums. And we definitely would love to come to Barbados one of these days.
We would love to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we'll see you there for the, what's it called?
Crop over.
Crop over. We're there. Thanks. It was awesome.
Thank you.
See you in Barbados.
Look forward to seeing you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Hey, Georgia. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome to Girls Night Out. Did you remember the wine?
Of course, after all, we're the wine ladies.
We're in the kitchen, so what wine did you bring?
Well, for our girls' night out, we brought Girls' Night Out. I brought the Chardonnay. I brought the Merlot.
Well, my guy bought me this.
Too funny, the Rosé. Well, let the party begin.
Girls Night Out Wines. Hugely popular VQA wines best enjoyed with friends. Available at the LCBO and other fine retail locations. For more information, go to girlsnightoutwines.com.
Hey, Suzanne, it's the only machine that I need. I know, it's a great workout in just a fraction of the time. It made me get excited about workouts again.
T-Zone Vibration is making people sit up and take notice. Employing the newest technology and fitness equipment, T-Zone Vibration gives you an hour workout in just 10 minutes.
Try it. Believe it. You'll want to bring one home. T-Zone Vibration.
Call 905-483-8676. T-Zone Vibration, 905-483-8676. In Beauty Med Spa is constantly researching the latest innovations from around the world and bringing them home to you. It's a wonderful meeting of Eastern philosophies of skin and body care with exciting and innovative Western technology. All the In Beauty Med Spa health and wellness programs are medically supervised. A physician and dietitian are also available for client consultations. In Beauty Med Spa. Inspire the nature of beauty. Visit inbeautyspa.com.
Hey, Georgia. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome to Girls Night Out. Did you remember the wine?
Of course, after all, we're the wine ladies.
We're in the kitchen, so what wine did you bring?
Well, for our girls' night out, we brought Girls' Night Out. I brought the Chardonnay. I brought the Merlot.
Well, my guy bought me this.
Too funny, the Rosé. Well, let the party begin.
Girls Night Out Wines. Hugely popular VQA wines best enjoyed with friends. Available at the LCBO and other fine retail locations. For more information, go to girlsnightoutwines.com.
Hey, Suzanne, it's the only machine that I need. I know, it's a great workout in just a fraction of the time. It made me get excited about workouts again.
T-Zone Vibration is making people sit up and take notice. Employing the newest technology and fitness equipment, T-Zone Vibration gives you an hour workout in just 10 minutes.
Try it. Believe it. You'll want to bring one home. T-Zone Vibration.
Call 905-483-8676. T-Zone Vibration, 905-483-8676. In Beauty Med Spa is constantly researching the latest innovations from around the world and bringing them home to you. It's a wonderful meeting of Eastern philosophies of skin and body care with exciting and innovative Western technology. All the In Beauty Med Spa health and wellness programs are medically supervised. A physician and dietitian are also available for client consultations. In Beauty Med Spa. Inspire the nature of beauty. Visit inbeautyspa.com.
Hey, Georgia. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome to Girls' Night Out. Did you remember the wine?
Of course, after all, we're the wine ladies.
We're in the kitchen, so what wine did you bring?
Well, for our girls' night out, we brought Girls' Night Out. I brought the Chardonnay. I brought the Merlot.
Well, my guy bought me this.
Too funny, the Rosé. Well, let the party begin.
Girls' Night Out wines. Hugely popular VQA wines best enjoyed with friends. Available at the LCBO and other fine retail locations. For more information, go to girlsnightoutwines.com.